Hello YouTube, I am Barkowit for the MyFlip channel, and welcome to Barkowit Daily for July 29th Loreum Ipsum episode. Let's get started. So, we don't have a main segment, but I did get a lot of articles for our articles segment, according to my script. That's what I name it. I don't know. Yeah, so let's start with world news, because, yeah... two stories for world news, from what I can see in my tabs. I mean, I can't see much, I have a lot open, because it's all the things that hold on, let me just, I'll be right back, just hold on a second. Okay, no, where did I leave off? Oh, right, world news, that was loud. Okay, so, the first thing I want to talk about is, US says Russia tested cruise missile, violating treaty. Congratulations, Russia. Yeah. I don't know what to think about Russia. Between the allegations of them, or of rebels supporting them, shooting down that plane, and everything else that's happened recently, Russia is... I think that they want to have more power than they do, and they're acting like it. So that's just an opinion. See disclaimer in description. Yeah, but that's a thing. The return of the Ebola and spread of fear. So in Africa, the Ebola, no one knows for sure how many people Patrick Sawyer came into contact with the day he boarded a flight in Liberia, had stopover in Ghana, changed planes in Togo, and then arrived in Nigeria, where authorities say he died days later from Ebola, one of the deadliest diseases known to humans. Now health workers are scrambling to trace those who may have been exposed to Mr. Sawyer across West Africa, including flight attendants and fellow passengers. That's scary. There's a lot of information here. I'm going to put this in the description if you want to read about it. Description. Okay. Moving on to things that are slightly less depressing. Looking for love on the web as it experiments with you. OkCupid publishes findings of user experiments. Yeah, love is not blind. Turns out opposites attract when people think they're similar. Yeah, OkCupid found this out when they did experiments. Sounds familiar. Wonder what other company did things like that, but with emotions. It mentions it in this article. Ha! Despite the bad publicity faced by that company that I shall not mention, OkCupid published results. And yeah. That I feel the same way that I did about Facebook doing it. I mean, did users know that they were being experimented on? It doesn't sound like they knew they were being experimented on. So, I'm not really a fan. If you said, can we please, like, experiment, like, would you like to opt into this experiment, then fine. But doing it without their permission, just because they signed an end-user license agreement that says that they don't really have control over the profile, that doesn't mean that you should take control over their profile. You can already pre-order a 24-karat gold iPhone 6. I was clapping if you couldn't tell, because it was quite loud. It costs $8,400. I'm dropping my mouse. I apologize. Brick has put its Lux line of gold, platinum, and diamond encrusted versions of the iPhone 6 up for pre-order on its site. Customers can order either a black or white iPhone 6 finished in 24-karat yellow or pink gold. iPhone slow versus Samsung Galaxy slow. Oh wait, hold on. Is Apple intentionally slowing older iPhones to make you buy new ones? I wouldn't be surprised, honestly. If they were, I wouldn't be surprised. But they're kind of making people do it anyway, because, like, you know, you can't upgrade to iOS 7 if you have the original iPad, therefore making you buy a new iPad. Speaking of that, I need to buy a new tablet, because my original iPad, I can't download anything on it because it's out of date. Apple. I wonder if I was to, like, jailbreak it, if it would, like, work, like, for updating, but I'd assume not, because there is probably, like, some sort of requirement in the operating system to have a camera, which the original iPad doesn't have. So unless you simulate it, I'm going to stop going off on a rant about why my iPad cannot be updated to iOS 6. I can't even update 6. It's 5.1.1. Okay, iPhone 6 remote. Apple logo will glow to alert you of notifications, similar to the thing that you can do in, like, current iPhones, where you can, like, words, please, words. You can have the flash of your camera go off when you get a notification. So I guess it's the same exact thing, just with, like, your logo, Apple logo. That I don't like how companies are like, oh, let's put our logo on the entire thing. That's why with LifeProof, I don't know. I like the outer box because it covers the back of the phone. It makes it look nice. I like things that just look like ominous black boxes. That's why the computer that I'm looking at, I'm getting a case that makes it just look like an ominous black box. No LEDs, just on the front. It's just a computer, a box. I don't know. I just prefer it to look like that. I don't know. The whole LED thing just seems like a gimmick, and it just lights up the room when, what's the point? I mean, the only time I'm ever on my computer, the lights are on, so having an LED just seems kind of pointless to me. But Hawaii-based experiment simulates life on Mars. 6 researchers have spent the past 4 months living in an isolated habitat in Hawaii as part of an experiment simulating the conditions of a long-term settlement on Mars. It's a 1,000 square foot, 93 square meter dome that relies on solar power. It's located on the Hawaiian Mauna Loa, a volcano where the landscape is similar to that of Tharsis, a region on Mars. I read that as religion the first time, which confused me. Crew members entered the simulation on March 28th. Since then, they have been, quote, on Mars. Okay. Yeah, they're treated as EVAs when they leave outside the habitat or spacewalks. Crew members must wear mock spacesuits anytime they venture out of the dome, where they explore terrain much like that on Mars. That's cool. I think that's actually a cool thing. And also something that is so very important, and it involves Russia again. So they sent out, and if you watch Last Week Tonight, you will recognize what I'm talking about. Russia sent geckos into space to see how their mating would compare in 0Gs, and they've lost contact with that. And, you know, they said, like, oh, they restored contact, but they're just lying. It's Russia, they're just lying. Note, I do not think Russia compulsively lies. Okay, I'm glad I caught Pat before this went up. But yeah, so tweet with the hashtag go get those geckos, because I think that's actually really fun. Like yeah, there's all these other things Russia's doing, but the geckos. Alright, thanks for watching this weird Bark Daily. and again, it doesn't have like a real title, but yeah, anyway, thanks for watching. I am Barkawut, I will always be Barkawut, and I will see you next time.